2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
Nikki, do you know what I'm committed to over the 2 weeks of my
Please
holidays?
tell me White Lotus.
Yeah, I'm giving it a go. I'm giving it a go for you. I've heard, and to be fair,
where are you starting?
Well, this is going to be the question.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing it just because of you.
Yes.
But nobody has spoken more about White Lotus than you to me. But like I've got it from so many different directions. I'm like, all right, enough. I'm going to give this a go. But this is my question.
Yes.
Do you have to start at season 1?
Oh, no, you don't need season 1.
What season are we up to?
Like what? How big is
Three.
this? How big is this commitment?
2 is pivotal. So season 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 is important and better.
And what's this one? This is season.
Season 3 has just
Well, that's
finished.
manageable. So I've got to get. And how many shows per
there's
season?
8 episodes.
So probably what's that? 6 hours worth of gear, but maybe 8 hours. Is that hour-long eps?
It's a shame you don't have an international flight. You could just smash them out.
See, I'm going to watch it. I've watched series 1. I'm going to watch some. I'm going to fly to Perth today, and I'm going to watch as much of series 2 on that flight.
Series 2
have you
was
started at
fantastic.
season 1?
Yeah, so I've watched series 1. Apparently people have been saying you probably should watch series 2. I mean, I wouldn't say you have to. You
No,
reckon?
you do. You do.
Okay, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe start at series 2. Is that
Yeah,
your advice?
I'd start at series 2. And then just know that there's kind of one character from series 1
That pushes through.
who come. Oh, but she doesn't come back till.
You know what he could do? You could watch a Google Series 1 quick update.
breakdown.
And you'll probably get a 90-second version of Series 1, which will get you through to Series 2, and then you can start there.
Well, I just typed into ChatGPT, summarize White Lotus season 1 and 2 for me, so I can start series 3.
No, don't summarise 2.
I'm not gonna say it,
But you can do it.
But if you wanted to go down that route, so you could just pick it up from 3.
Or you could just say what happens in Series 3.
No, you need to. No.
Save yourself a whole
No.
You know what? While you guys have been talking, I just Googled the whole thing and nailed it.
Can
No,
we-
I'm going to start at season 1. Forget your chat GPT.
You got enough time.
I'll watch it.
But
yeah.
I didn't really enjoy
Knock off a
season
few
1.
hours each night.
I didn't like season 1, but season 2 I got into.
So it's a grower. It's a grower.
Definitely.
If you got time, though, let's face it, you're sitting naked on a boat off 1770. I mean, what else are you going to do? Other than
He'll
apply-
make season
Let's
4.
not talk about that at this time of morning.
Apply that 50 plus to your unspeakables and lock it in.
What?
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
Now, you know that there's signs everywhere, like you're driving along the freeway and you see signs and occasionally a funny one pops up and you're like, oh, good on you. You actually got my attention because it's amusing.
Yeah.
Like I remember...
Give us an example.
Like car signs, you mean? Or?
Yeah, like at the moment, Mazda's got one up near Aspley, you know.
Oh, that'd be Camilleria.
Yeah. And it's just him standing at the front. Size matters. And it's just funny because it's so him. I've met him.
I like that. He looks after Connor Wallace and those guys too out there.
And I used to have a billboard for dingers for condoms.
Yeah, now, I know you always say you work with condoms. I'm not sure
it
what
was,
you mean.
and it was protection down under.
What were you doing?
I wanted it to be a dinger stole my baby, but we decided that was inappropriate.
Wow.
Funny, but
Kind of works.
yeah, that would have
Yeah.
stopped traffic, but probably my career as well. But in Missouri, they're having fun, mate. It's so funny. These big establishments have, well, this is how it's played out. McDonald's has put on their sign, you know, you can change the lettering
yeah.
around
I love
because they
that.
do this a lot in America.
Yep.
McDonald's has put up, hey, Dairy Queen, want to have a sign war? And then
Nice.
you're driving along, and then Dairy Queen has responded, and they've said, we would, but we're too busy making ice cream. And then McDonald's has then responded, that's cute. Our ice cream makes itself.
That's pretty funny. So it's a sign off.
It's a sign off. And then Dairy Queen responds, you mean it actually works? Shocker. Because, you know, the ice cream machine always breaks.
Yeah, right.
Like-
Oh, yeah, no, we haven't got vanilla. Or something like
No,
that.
they've never. It's always like you're sitting there waiting. Oh, sorry, our machine doesn't work.
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
want to?
yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah.
I don't know. There's nothing that kind
Yeah.
of fills that void.
Yeah, not just one particular place too. It's always those places.
Yeah.
In general, but not the ones that sponsor us.
No,
Obviously.
of course. We love McDonald's.
The McDonald's has responded like that. Shots fired. They got hurt by that one because that was fact. There was truth in it. So they came back and said, "What's a milkman in pantyhose? A Dairy Queen."
Why is I feel like there's just some rogue manager here because why is McDonald's engaging with Dairy Queen?
You know what I mean? Has Ronald McDonald authorised these?
Exactly, that's what I'm
it
saying.
does. It
Well,
seems.
it's someone like Nick for our show, but
Yeah.
working
Yeah.
for a corporation like
Yeah.
McDonald's,
Yeah. And-
just taking it into their own hands.
Well, that feels like a red state. Let's just say that much.
It's like Mitch and Mike Gambaro just going head to
Yeah.
head in some sort
What
of
an obscure Brisbane reference.
Any more shots fired
Yep,
after
Dairy
that?
Queen
Yeah.
came
they came back.
Yeah.
They came back and said, "Why dine with a clown when you can dine with a queen?"
Oh, yeah.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I've got to say the writing's better so far from the Dairy Queen side.
Yeah,
But wait.
Yeah, what's Macca's got now?
No, a bank enters the chat.
Oh, yeah?
So the bank across the road gets involved.
They want a piece.
And it says, "Ice cream machine broken. We have a loan for that."
Okay.
So they've jumped on board. I think that was quite good. But then
In a banky way.
The best one I've heard oh, go on. Yes.
Domino's gets the mic drop.
We love Domino's.
we love
yeah.
Domino's.
Yeah, we love Domino's.
Domino's pipes up and says, "Your signs are cheesy, just like our pizza." There you go.
Well, they're managing to sell their product at the same time.
Yes.
Yes.
You know the best one?
Double
You know
threat.
the best one
That's
out
why
of
it's
all of
funny.
them?
Which one?
Was
Queen.
the Dinger Stole My Baby. I love it.
Yes. Run with it. Do it anyway.
Oh, like that. I put it online just as a sample, just
Yeah.
to trial it, and everyone was laughing and laughing
Yeah.
and laughing. But
Except
then,
for the condom factory.
no, they loved it too.
Yeah.
They thought it was not
It's a
publicly.
winner.
They never publicly admitted to that, but
Yeah.
one person who was related to a person who was related to a person who was related to Chamberlain piped up and got
Chamberlain.
really out. Yeah, Lindy
Yeah.
Chamberlain.
Oh, Lindy Chamberlain. Sorry, yeah. Forgot
And
the
they got
reference.
really angry on their
come
behalf.
Oh,
And it was shut down.
Pipe down, Lindy's fourth cousin. It's ridiculous.
I know. And plus, we know now that a dingo did because
I
those
feel-
dingoes now they're giving out sticks to hit the dingoes.
Jeez, that's a whole different story.
We went somewhere different.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne snack box.
So after the show today, I'm heading up to Harvey Bay. I've got a big
day.
5 days of fishing up there, and then I'm hoping the weather's not looking the best for a trip off 1770. But anyway, I'm heading up there. It's going to be great. But here's my dilemma at the moment.
Okay.
My youngest boy Archie, he's coming with us, and it's impossible now for me to go fishing without bringing Archie. Like, he loves it. He loves fishing as much as I do. Like, he's hooked. He's pardon the pun, but
Pun.
Oh, good one.
Pardon was pardoned.
but so I've started. So whenever I go fishing, Archie is with me.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the way that it is now. And on the last trip that I did to 1770, I've never taken him off the coast with me. I haven't wanted the pressure of that. You know,
Yep.
you're a long way from home, and
Yep.
so for years and years I've been saying, mate, when you turn 13, you can come to 1770.
And we've reached
with
that
me.
magical milestone.
Well, just before he turned 13, at the end of last year, I went, yeah, you can come along, but the weather's got to be perfect, which it was. Mm-hmm. And we went.
Does he want to?
Oh, he wants to. Oh, he's Lutzi, he's wanted to come with me to 1770 since he was 6.
Right.
and he's not a puker at all, is he? It's just more the fear factor of him if you capsize or something.
For me being
Yeah,
like, if
you're
I'm
the
out there
dad.
and something goes wrong and it's me, I mean that's on me. But for me, I'm just like I just don't want him out there until he gets a bit older. But he's been pleading with me. Finally comes with me last
You did get him a spear
December.
gun for his birthday. It's pretty tough.
Yeah, and the weather was perfect,
good.
which
He's
it had to
tough,
be.
Yeah.
As soon as we get out there, he got seasick,
Oh, he did. Oh, no.
and seasickness.
It's the worst. You're paralysed. It's just the worst.
You can't escape it.
No, you can't. Not when you're out there. It's torture.
It's terrible.
What do you have, Quaaludes or something? No, not Quaaludes. that's
No,
not them, is
whatever, ginger and all that type
Once
of
you
crap
go down,
that they
there's
have.
no coming out, though.
No, and he went down as soon as we got out there, and I'm like, oh no. And thankfully, I was able to go into Lady Musgrave Island, and as soon as we got into like the island and we were in shallow
Chuck
water,
him in the water.
he came good. He came
Yeah.
good again, but I had to stay within the atoll there because as soon as we went back out, he got seasick again. And then on the weekend just gone, I took him out fishing out off the Gold Coast. As soon as we got outside, another perfect day, little bit of swell. He gets seasick and vomiting, like violently vomiting over the side, and then your heart just goes, "Well, we got to go back in. We got to go back in because once it becomes a physical thing,
Yeah,
then
he's going to
it's real.
dehydrate, and it's
Yeah.
very, very, very bad.
But he still wants to go back out.
he wants to come back out and."
Have you tried different
This-
seasickness pills? Travel Calm.
No, I haven't tried any of that stuff yet because this is my seasickness. This is my seasickness story, and I'm trying to explain this to Archie.
Right, I know.
What worked for me,
Yeah. It was just
but I'm
puking
his
for 12
dad,
years.
and he doesn't want to hear it. So I'm trying to find another way that I can get this message through. But this
Like
was,
drinking.
Travel Calm.
No.
No, definitely not. So when I was a kid,
what
my
I do.
dad he loves fishing like we all do. My dad used to get seasick all the
Yeah.
time, and I just got vivid memories of it as a kid. I'd go out on the boat, and Dad would get seasick.
Yeah.
And this is like early 1980s, and Dad went to a psychologist,
Hypnotherapy.
whatever it was, and the psychologist said to him, "What do you think about when you're going out there fishing?" And the old man said,
Diesel fish guts.
"No, I
Burley.
think about just, I
Getting sick.
don't want to get seasick. I just don't want to
Yeah.
get seasick. You know what I mean?"
Yep.
So what's he telling himself?
I'm going to get sick.
That's what the psychologist said.
Yeah, and that's
You-
the RAS.
you-
That's the receptor.
you
You're
tell-
telling your own brain it can't tell the difference.
So Dad had, and I can remember this vividly too, he wrote on the back of a business card and he had it right down there in his car where he spent all of his time. He reframed his inner monologue, he reframed his thinking, and he had on a card that said, "I am fit and healthy whenever I am on a boat." That was what it said.
And that worked.
And he'd sit there and tell himself, well, I was a 6-year-old kid and I'd sit there and look at that, and that's what I tell myself. That's what
Okay.
like ever since I was 6. I am fit and healthy whenever I'm on a boat. It's a placebo.
Yeah, slip
it
him a
is a
pill
total
and then
placebo.
But
Placebo.
placebo's what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, I'll give it to.
Like
I'll
beer,
give it to
beer
him.
works for me because
Yeah.
if I have a couple of beers, I'm not thinking about getting sick. I'm thinking about having fun.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine where your mind goes after a few beers. Actually, I'm backing out of your mind. I don't want to be here.
Wouldn't back out of it.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
Hey, I just want to give a quick shout out. There's a heap of stuff happening on the weekend. I know I'm a track and field guy, and I'm heading to Perth for the Nationals with Gouts in action, Lockie Kennedy. There's a bunch of great Queensland young athletes. Some of them may be on the plains today. So good luck if you are competing. And I think swimming as well. The Australia Age Championships for swimming are on here in Brisbane over the next few days. In fact,
Where's
so
that at?
I think it
Chandler?
started yesterday at Chandler, and 1,200 athletes, almost 9,000 races, and I believe also you can catch a bit of that action. I'm just trying to get there. Oh my God, I think it's on something to do with Channel 9. Channel 9. So 7 Plus for the athletics. If you go to the 7 app or, go to 7 Plus.
Yep.
And I think Channel 9, check your local guides, but there's some swimming action there. So if you want to see, obviously, our big hopes for world champs and, of course, Olympics coming up over the next few years, they're the places to watch it over the weekend. Good luck to all the athletes, particularly the Brisbane athletes competing.
You know what was weird? We were up at the Alex Head Surf Club for dinner when I had my family over from Canada.
Good spot there.
And we're sitting there, and then the person who served us is the guy who won 2 gold at the Paralympics, 2 gold and a silver.
Who was it, do you know? Jeez, I don't know. Nine now, by the way, the swimming's on.
Callum something, I
Oh, yeah, it
think.
does ring a bell.
He goes to Matthew Flinders.
Yeah, right, so he
School.
must train up there as well, right?
But it's just like, he's like
Yeah,
covered in gold medals, and he's there just serving us our chips.
Yeah,
and
that's
then I
pretty-
told my family, I said, he just won 2 gold and a silver medal at the Olympics. Their mind was blown.
I had the same thing at Northcliffe Surf Club down on the Gold Coast, where you see one of the top athletes, like one of the top Ironman, go, That's that guy there.
Just wheeling out the ketchup.
That guy's like one of the fittest human beings in the country.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah.
How did you know he was, by the way? Did you pick it up?
Because he goes to my son's school.
Oh, right.
But
Callum Simpson.
Yeah, that's the one.
I think it's him.
So we
Yeah,
stopped
yeah,
him
yeah.
and we said, "Congratulations,
athlete.
mate! Like we're just in awe. Like it's amazing what he did." But yeah, so it'll be exciting to see what little young guns are coming out of the mix.
It's
with
pretty
this.
cool.
And can I say, just on that point, and I'm glad actually you said that to him, Nikki, because I reckon there'd be so many athletes that are doing a second job, but also training to get to the next Olympics, right?
Yeah.
And I know usually when you see these people out in the wild, you kind of want to give them their space, but I think that's a great shout, calling them out and going, hey, good on you.
Yeah, we know you're a champion.
They appreciate
Exactly.
it. They actually like it.
Definitely
They're
call
like
them out.
most athletes. Most athletes are doing it really tough.
Yeah.
Really tough. And to have that discipline that they require in whatever sport it is, well, that discipline could be turned towards making money, for example, or they'd have that discipline, they'd have that work ethic if they took it into, but they're putting that aside because they want to chase this passion, and it's genuinely not for money.
Yeah.
It's genuinely
It
not.
is passion.
Yeah,
It's a good
impressive.
good exercise, particularly in school holidays. You're probably wondering, where are we going to take the kids and blah, blah, blah. As an exercise and as a parent, just find an either Olympic or Paralympic athlete or potential athlete over the next couple
You're
of
going
days.
to say follow them online and follow their progress.
Follow them. Not only follow them, like get your kid to DM them and just say, I'm following your journey from this point forth. And because you're right, these athletes, they don't get that much support.
Yeah, it's
And-
like adopted athlete type thing.
yeah, and I think it's presumed they get a lot of support from the public, which they mightn't necessarily get. Nothing would be better than just to see a message particularly from a young kid.
Yeah.
So it's easy enough to find their Instagram. Anyone can do it these days. Just find one. Paralympics, Olympics,
Be
whatever it
the
is.
wind beneath their wings like we were for Lockie Kennedy.
You
100%.
were the
yeah.
wind
Exactly.
We blew him over that line. We were
He
the
reckons he'll
wind.
break 10. He reckons he'll
He
break
did too.
10.
Did you hear him say that?
He reckons he might even break it this weekend.
Maybe
Oh,
this
come on,
weekend.
Come
Kennedy.
on, son.
Go, Lockie.
Go,
Go,
son.
kid.
And Gout Gout. They're both Queenslanders.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
Oh, things are blowing up in Italy. There is drama afoot.
What do you mean?
As you know, Italy is a very traditional place. You know, you've got the nonnas and are they the papas or are they the opas or what are they in Italy?
I got no idea.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's very conventional.
Papa! I feel like Papa!
Papa Giovanni.
It's a Catholic ruled country, you know, so they're quite traditional in their values. Anyway, there's a politician, I believe he's a Greens politician, who has put forward he would like a new law introduced where when a woman has a baby, the baby's surname by default is hers, not the dude.
Do you know he's a Greens politician, or did you just say that?
No, he is.
Do they have the Greens in Italy?
They do. They do have the Greens
I
in
don't know.
Italy. Yeah. Yeah, and the Conservative,
Bloody Greenies everywhere these days, aren't they? Even Italy.
because they've got a Conservative party in the
Did
moment.
they start in Tasmania? How did they get up to Italy?
I
Where
don't know. They travel.
No, I'm telling you, they've got the Greens.
No, I know.
No.
Yeah, well, what? So even if it's a married couple you're talking about, or
I
what,
think
what
if
are you
it's a
talking
married couple,
about? Yeah.
I think they get to choose. I think in 2022, they made it could be double barrel because they kind of went, this is constitutionally wrong that the dude automatically gets the surname, especially if he hasn't put a ring on it. And also, I don't know. But also, I don't know. What a point, Osborne. But, you know, it's blowing up in Parliament. And I was trying to work
There's
out.
no way that's going to happen in Italy, by the way. Which is
Well,
at the back of the whole Catholic thing.
I
you
don't
just
know, because
spoke
it
of.
sounds like it's progressive, right? That sounds progressive to go, oh, it should be the woman's surname by default.
Yeah. But it's one green.
No, but I don't think it is. I think it's I think the Conservatives, if they look at it differently, they could get on board because it's kind of pushing the marriage thing because they want the men to have the surname carry on. They want that.
Yeah.
They want more people to get married because that's the Catholic thing to do.
Yes.
So why not terrify all the blokes by saying, well, they're not going to get your surname now because the law is, you know, if you're not married.
So,
gotcha.
that's
Yeah,
it. So
yeah,
if
right.
you're
So
not married, if you're not married,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is if you're not married.
Why should the bloke get the name? Like if it's, you know, if a lady gets pregnant, she should be able to use her last name. She shouldn't have to use old mates.
I know.
What if she doesn't even know the guy? That happens.
It's a weird conditioning that we've got.
On the Gold Coast that happens, but I'm sure it doesn't happen in Italy.
Mate, I will tell you that it absolutely would happen in Italy. Yes.
Okay, well, I've never been there. So
Yeah, they pollinate the
Come
flower.
visit Positano.
Yeah, your Positano that they...
in the summertime.
I think I might lock it in, actually.
Yeah.
Sounds wonderful.
Well, it's not a bad place to be,
Well,
actually.
I don't know. It's like to say the argument is who owns the kid, who has the biggest slice of the kid.
Yeah.
And you're saying the woman that carried it.
Yes.
Ash is
yeah, I am. But what about if you have...
Funnily enough,
What about
Yeah,
if you have...
I'm just going to.
I agree with Ash.
But if you have IVF, right, what are you meant to do? Track down old mate, the donor, and give him the last name?
Well, definitely
It'd-
not.
That'd just be... You'd take...
Well, how's this for a bloody idea?
Yes.
If the relationship's doesn't exist, the kid gets its own second name.
Oh, they're talking about making hybrid names as well in Italy. So
A new name.
combining the two surnames.
Yeah.
That's something.
And the midwife decides it.
Could you?
Yeah.
That'd be great. Imagine if you had just this battle axe.
That's Bruce Gumbledick. Brucey Gumbledick. That's fair enough.
So hang on, with Sarah Michelle Gellar Prince Jr., what would you turn that into?
Sarah Michelle Gellar had a kid with
Freddie Prinze Jr.
That actually happened?
Yeah. So what would they be? Gell Jr.
No.
Junior Gell. Junior
Hang on,
Geller?
I've got to write it down.
Junior Geller, that's good. That's Italian too. Junior Geller.
I'll tell you what, it'd be a shit actor.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app, revofitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.